What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here, and in this week's battle video I'll be playing my Magnezone Eelektrik deck versus Ross base deck. I'm on the right side by the way, and my opponent is on the left side, but Ross's deck has a bit of an update because he replaced the legend card with Groudon Kyogre Legend, which is actually really good because Groudon Kyogre Legend also runs on fighting energies just like Donphin in this deck, and yeah, he can stop lightning decks in their tracks like ZPST and even my deck, Eelektrik Magnezone. And yeah, he also replaced his Zekrom for Kyurem, probably to stop Rush Explosion that way. So he changed it a bit, but it's still the usual trainer lock stuff, like using Vileplume to shut your opponent off from it, using any item cards, and then Reuniclus switching around or swapping around the damage counters on your field, preventing knockouts. But I'm using Magnezone Eelektrik, as I said. And yeah, I can do a lot of damage when I get energy into play by using Eelektrik to get him back from the discard pile, and Thunderous puts him in the discard pile on my second turn, so that'll be great. And my opponent is using a Collector Start, getting out more basics, as you can see, a Phanpy, Zekrom, and Solosis on his bench. And he also has an Oddish as his active, and Solosis on his bench, but he should have switched that around because you want to have a Vileplume sooner than a Reuniclus, but yeah, I think that was a misplay or not, I don't know, you can always retreat that, I don't know. Right now he's just going for communication, getting out Donphin on the second turn, I believe, because he wants to get out that huge Pokemon with 1 energy dealing 60 damage, knocking out all my lightning Pokemon in one blow, which will be really awful, because without Magnezone all my Pokemon will just die in one blow, which will be really bad for me. And I don't have the Collector Star, I only have a Sage's Training, but that could be efficient if I can get out the right cards. You have to look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and then choose 2 of those cards, put them directly on your hand, and discard the other cards. And this is a really good card in this deck because you want to discard all the energies and get them back with Eelektrik afterwards. So that's a really good card in this deck. If you're running a particular deck like me, you should also try Sage's Training. If you don't run Sage's Training, it'll be a really bad version of your deck actually. Just run Sage's Training. It's an easy to get card. You can get it in Undaunted, I believe, as well as Call of Legends. And yeah, I'm just discarding the cards I don't need, like 1 Eelektrik and some other cards that I really don't need or can get them back with Junk Arm or Super Rod later on. And then now I'm just dotting on doing stuff. I'm attaching energy to Thunderous, and then I'm placing, you know, I'm using communication, putting back Magnezone in my deck and searching for some cards I could use. Also search your deck if there are any water energies, because my deck also runs 2 water energies, for those of you who want to know, because I'm running Cryogonal, the Ice Mask, to stop any fighting Pokemon like Donphin. I also run 1 Tornadus. Yeah, I going to say Thunderous, which was a bad thing because I'm running Tornadus as well, because he has resistance to fighting. Can help you out in some situations. In this situation, I probably prefer Cryogonal, can knock out Donphin in one blow. I'm placing Magnemite on the bench. I could have gone for a Cleffa here, but I decided going for Magnemite because using Cleffa's Eek when there isn't any bench Pokemon is just bad. You can your Cleffa is gonna get knocked out, and then you're stuck with a bench that doesn't have any evolutions or energy. So I'm attaching an energy to Thunderous with his attack. Search your deck for a lightning energy, attach it to Thunderous. So now I have 2 energies in play, and I'm hoping that my opponent doesn't have any energies to retreat that Oddish. And yeah, he just looks through his hand, he evolved to a Donphin Prime. I'm just laying my energies on the right spot just so everything's clear enough. And he attaches an energy. Too bad, he retreats his Oddish. And there we have a Donphin on his second turn with a fighting energy, which is bad for me, bad news. It will be really hard knocking it out. He knocks out my Thunderous in one blow, even though he would have been set up on my next turn, which would be a fast setup for me, but unfortunately he could start the battle, which was really good for him. And now it's my turn with 1 lone Magnemite, which is bad. I'm gonna be knocked out really soon with that Donphin on the field. I'm using Cryogonal, the Ice Mask I was talking about, placing him on the bench, also giving him a lightning energy, and then I'm searching through my discard pile. Maybe there's something in there that I can use. And now I'm using Collector, so that's good. Now I have the Collector start I need. But I only got a Collector on my second turn, which wasn't that good. I prefer a Collector start at the really beginning. The first turn, you want to have Collector, get out basics using Cleffa's Eek, and getting out evolutions on your second turn. That's the main thing I always do when I have Collector. But in this battle I started with Sage Training, yeah. Now you see I get out more Magnemites, Dynamo, and there we have a Cleffa, yeah. I'm going for a Dynamo with a 0 retreat cost because I know Ross's deck doesn't run catcher, because of the trainer lock and Vileplume. It wouldn't be really good running catcher, even though it's a really good card. And yeah, I'm running the 2 Dynamos with 40 HP and 1 Dynamo with 30 HP, just so you guys know. I'm placing all my Pokemon on the bench, and I'm just skipping or passing my turn as my opponent's move, dashing a double Carlos to his Zekrom, which will be really not good because Zekrom is also a good attacker when he has lots of damage counters on him, and Donphan just sets him up using Earthquake, and yeah. What will he do? I'm attaching an energy to my Magnemite, and my other Magnemite was knocked out, but he didn't pick a prize yet. He'll do that immediately after a couple of seconds here. I'm getting Super Rod, putting them back, and as you can see, he just picked the prize card right here. He's just doubting on did I pick a prize card or not? Yeah, stuff like that. I'm using Super Rod, putting back my Eelektrik and more Pokemon in my deck just to draw them, because I want to have evolutions really soon, and yeah, I don't have anything. I'm using Eek. Eek is really good, by the way. If you've never played with a Cleffa before and you're having problems getting out evolution cards, try running 1 copy as all you actually need, using Collector, getting him out, and eking a couple of turns, or 1 turn could be enough. Getting out evolutions you need, because yeah, you want to have evolutions in play as soon as possible. Even Ross's deck is a really slow deck, but this time he got off with a really good start, a really fast one too. Sort of reminds me of a fast stage 1 deck. Here we got a second turn Donphan that attacks, and I'm just stuck with some basic Pokemon here. I have a really bad or a terrible start here. Normally I always prefer using Collector. I run 4 copies. Now he gets out his Legend too. So here you see, if he hides behind that Donphan wall, he can easily set him up. That Legend card can knock out Reshifusion completely, knocking out Lightning Pokemon completely. So it's a really good card in the newer Ross's deck. It's kind of an update. I don't know if it'll be played or not, but I think it's just cool running that card because it looks so sweet. I love the Hoenn legendaries like Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon, of course. Really epic Pokemon right there. Also, I prefer older Pokemon, but the newer Pokemon are cool as well. I just prefer the older ones because I grew up with them, probably. And I'm using some stuff, getting communication, putting back a Magnezone, and then yeah. There we go, Eelektrik, which is the Pokemon that has an ability. It's strange enough because it's a stage 1 Pokemon and it has an evolution after that. Normally the ability is on the last Pokemon, the last evolution, like Typhlosion. Always abilities and the Pokepowers are always on the last evolution, but this time it's on the mid evolution, like the stage 1, which is kind of strange, but it's really cool because you get them out as soon as possible, not using any rare candies or stage 1s and then stage 2s. And there I have a water energy. So my Cryogonal is ready to bang away that Donphan. So here you see the good use of a Cryogonal in my deck. You can knock out Donphan Primes without a sweat, and then hide behind the Cryogonal for a while and setting up your other Pokemon while because Cryogonal has 80 HP for a basic, which is more than the average. The average is usually 50 or 60. Or maybe lower if you're running Ross's deck. His basics are 30 HP and 40 HP. And there I go, Sage is training again. And he couldn't do anything, he just attacked with Outrage there. So my Ice Mask will be knocked out pretty soon. I'm kind of calling it as Ice Mask because Cryogonal is just so, I don't know. The name is just too long, you can just say Ice Mask. So fast. Stage training, discarding some cards, a lot of lightning energies, which will be really useful later on because I already have 1 Eelektrik out, and maybe I can forget a couple of Dino Motors here and there because you have to always, yeah, consider your moves. If you forget an ability and you're in a tournament, it isn't allowed anymore. You're just too bad. Now I'm using Catcher. Usually I can't use any item cards. Well, when Vileplume's out, but he still doesn't get any Vileplumes out, which means all my item cards are still working. And I'm knocking out a Solosis because I don't want to get that Reuniclus combo going, because if I don't have enough energies in play, I can't knock out any Donphans. That's why I'm using Catcher on Solosis. I could have gone for an Oddish, but he still has another one, so I know he'll get out that Vileplume eventually. And yeah, searching through his deck, getting out Vileplume right now. Using communication for the Vileplume, but I don't think he has the rare candy yet. so he's hoping on pulling a rare candy. And he knocks me out right there. Bang! My Ice Mask is out of there. So now he has already picked 3 prize cards. I'm still behind, so if he has twins he can now use it, because if you're behind, or no, not yet, if you're behind in prize cards then you can use twins, but now he just can't use any twins, so his search engine is kind of blocked here. Even though he can use item cards like communication, he can, if he has twins, it's way better. But yeah, I'm still behind in prizes. I'm slowly setting up my Magnezone, using Dino Motor twice in this turn, getting energies in play, a lot of them. And then yeah, I'm just searching through or looking through my hand, and I'm using another Sage Training, which will be my third one in this deck. I think this is my final Sage Training, because usually I run 4 copies, but I switched out one for an end card, which is really useful as well. You can use N and disrupting your opponent's hand. My opponent would have drawn 3 cards here, and I have 4 because you had to draw the same amount of prize cards you have left and shuffle your hand into your deck. It's that way. But yeah, I don't have that. I'm using Sage Training again, and now Catcher for the second time. And now I'm knocking out an Oddish with 0 damage counters. I want to keep that that Oddish with a bunch of damage counters on them. Just keep those on him, because if he evolves that one, you can knock it out with 2 lightning energies instead of 3, which is better. And I'm using Lost Burn, 1 energy, knocking out Oddish, and we're even in prize cards. 3 prize cards, 3 prize cards. Now it's my opponent's move. He's still in a bad situation here. Now he has out Vileplume. He got out Vileplume, but he doesn't have any energies for his legend card, and that Zekrom will be knocked out pretty soon. You can only use Outrage for a bunch of damage on my Magnezone, I believe 4. And yeah, it's my move again, placing another Tinamo on the bench, because I know he doesn't run Catcher. I can do whatever I like on my bench now. And yeah, even though I can't use any item cards anymore, that doesn't matter, because yeah, I already got out the basic stuff, the Magnezone and Eelektrik, so I can draw cards with Magnezone, evolve stuff later on, and yeah, energies in play with the Eelektrik, so lots of energies in play, and I only need to, no, I need to Lost Burn 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. There we go, knocking out Zekrom in 1 blow. So if you have lots of energies in play with Magnezone Eelektrik, it's just easy. You can knock out everything that comes in your path, even Dolphins, so you have to Lost Burn 4 energies for that, but still you can knock out anything you like. Now with Cryogonal, it's just easy. Place him on the bench, attaching a water energy, then using Dino Motor, and can knock out a Dolphin easily like that. And now he has a lone Vileplume. He doesn't want to get out Legend yet, because he knows he'll be knocked out in 1 blow, and then he doesn't have a main attacker, so he'll be really stuck here. Now he's using Twins, and he doesn't have anything to help him out. No basics on his bench except for that Legend. That's a Pokemon, but not a basic. It's counted as a Legend. If I knock that out, I can then get 2 prize cards and I win the game. That's why he chose to go for a Vileplume this time to be as active, and that's even better because I only need to Lost Burn 2 energies. And yeah, he doesn't have the Trainer Lock anymore after that. It's a really bad situation. I turned around the game when I got the Magnezone in play, because Magnezone is the main attacker of my deck, even though I have Zekrom in my deck, I believe 1. And yeah, Thundurus as well. Thundurus is first game attacker for in the beginning of the game, and Zekrom is a late game attacker, and Magnezone is just the attacker whenever you feel like it. If you have enough energies, use Magnezone. I prefer it much better than Zekrom. And yeah, my opponent just getting out energies with his Twins, because he's in a Trainer Lock, because yeah, he can't do anything with a Trainer Lock. Even though he could have used Twins for items, he couldn't use them. He can use anything. So that's why he decided to go for energies. Maybe he can use his attack 1 more time before he gets knocked out. Will be epic. That's what he planned here. He wanted to show that Groudon Kyogre Legend, but yeah, I don't think it'll work here, because I have lots of, even my Zekrom will be built up right now. So even if he knocks out my Magnezone, I still have another attacker on the bench. Now I'm using the end card, so my opponent will lose his energies. So if he doesn't have an energy on his next turn, he'll definitely won't attack me, because he only needs 1 energy, 1 fighting or a rainbow. And it looks like he has a rainbow, so he has a bit of luck there. Can use his attack, knocking out Magnezone, but still Zekrom is ready to be attacking. So I attach a water energy to Zekrom from the turn. And then I'm Lost Burning 2 energies, 1 from there and 1 from there. So 1 water, 1 lightning, and the Lost Zone. So lots of energy in the Lost Zone. You have to keep track of the energies in the Lost Zone though, because if you have so many energies in the last one you can't attack anymore, so always prepare a second attacker like Zekrom on the bench and late game. Now I only need one prize card, and my opponent just got out the rainbow, and yeah, now he's placing some Pokemon on the bench because yeah, he knows it's already over. And using the attack of Groudon Kyogre, discard the top 5 cards of your deck, and for each energy in that list of cards, you'll deal 100 damage, so that's insane. But unfortunately no energy, so it can also fail. It has a downside, but maybe with some research record, I don't know. Groudon Kyogre Legend seems like a really good card, but it's hard to set him up actually. Maybe with the help of future cards it'll be better, I don't know. But now I'm knocking out his entire legend, lost burning all my energies in play, and bang, he's out of there, knocking out the legend, getting the last prize card, and that's it for this game. I really hope you enjoyed this battle video. I know I did, because I'm testing out my Magnezone Eelektrik deck each day on the online program, now testing it out against my friend, and yeah, it's really awesome to play with a new deck. I hope I'll do good with in cities. It's it's in January, in a couple of weeks it's cities. I hope I'll be prepared enough. I don't want to be unprepared coming to the tournament and then lose, because it's a couple of miles away and don't want to go to the tournament and then go there to lose, if you know what I mean. And yeah, just playing this battle video was awesome, if I say so myself. It was great facing off against the Groudon Kyogre Legend. I never battled that one before. Unfortunately it failed to attack me, but would have been cool to end that with a bang, that Kyogre Groudon Legend dealing the maximum of what, 500 damage in one attack, so that will be epic, and a deck with lots of energy. So that's it for this battle video. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope you watch again next week, because I'll be testing out a new deck called, I don't know. There are lots of new decks to choose from actually. I have Cake, which runs Cobalion, Kyurem and Electrode, and then you have the other deck which revolves around Aldino, Sharpedo and Victini. So it'll be really epic testing those decks out, and I hope you watch the episode, which will be up on Sunday as usual, which will be the Christmas special, and I'll see you all next time. This was ZapdosTCG, yo!